number 8, of course, the Rocky Mountain ATV MC World Off-Road Championship Series. You here with Bad Tad Duvall. I know he loves it. Anyway, first in qualifying yesterday, I know you're no stranger to the woods, man, and it showed too. The track was crazy muddy yesterday, and you're no stranger to that either. It's, we'll call it not your home track because it's thousands of miles away, but this is kind of like your home.
Yeah, it's pretty similar, you know, with the trees and stuff, but you know, the dirt's a lot different than anything we have back east. So it was a learning thing Tuesday for sure, and then was able to take it in the Wednesday, and then had to learn how to ride it all over again yesterday. So it was cool. It's challenging, and I really enjoy it. And yeah, was able to lay down a pretty good smooth lap. Really didn't really push that hard, but just wanted to have a good smooth lap and learn the track. And yeah, super excited about today. I feel like hopefully I can be on that middle of the box again.
TPQ down here with Ricky Dietrich. Ricky, past WORCS champion. I mean, carrying that #1 plate, that's a huge deal. Anyway, down here, back in the woods of Washington, where you're from, man, you gotta love the woods.
Totally, no, I'm stoked to be here. It's, you know, my home state. You know, I haven't been here in a while. I mean, I don't live here. I live in the South, that's for sure. So even those first couple days was a little bit of a learning curve to get going again. But hey, man, my roots are still here, and just, man, what a great course too to have as well.
TPQ down here, round number 8, Rocky Mountain ATV MC World Off-Road Championship Series. We're under the Husqvarna tent right now. Andrew Short, we're out in the trees, man. I know we were talking yesterday. You're like, whew, there's some scary stuff out there. The moto, you did some stuff yesterday in the sloppy moto because we got a ton of rain, and just blew my mind. Your bike control of going through the sloppy stuff. The bike was dead sideways going through the rollers, and you kept your pin and kept going. Crazy. Now, different story out in the woods. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this round. It's been completely different than the others, and really fun and back in the trees. Unfortunately, I'm not too quick, especially compared to some of the GNTC guys or Taylor, but overall really fun. I like the motocross track, like you said, and some of the pro sections they put in as well. They're challenging yet tough, and yet still fun. So it's been a cool race, and happy to be here and have fun.
Just a simple thought. Who am I to you if I'm new to myself? What am I to you if I'm hollow? Who am I to you if I'm new? If I'm new to myself? Why do we quit when it gets rough? Why do we lie to those we love? Why do we quit when it gets rough? And I just wanna say
and then of course you pitted, and then the very next lap, Taylor Robert pitted, and that's when it kind of changed the game. And dude, you threw down some gnarly lap times after that.
Yeah, I just kind of, man, I made a lot of mistakes going in. I think I crashed like every freaking lap, and yeah, just finally just told myself I need to just chill out and ride, and yeah, Taylor pitted, and just I didn't know how to go from there, and I put down one pretty good lap, and then yeah, the next time I crashed. So I just yeah, I was stoked with not crashing the last lap. Just kind of took my time and picked my good lines and cruise in.
Taylor had the lead for quite some time, and then of course you pitted the lap after Thad did, and that changed positions right there.
Yeah, I mean Thad was riding really good. I didn't have much for him in the trees. But he pitted, he was in front of me. We kept going back and forth out there because we both kept making mistakes and hitting lappers and stuff like that. So he came into the pits ahead of me and he pitted. I figured I'd go an extra lap and try and get out ahead of him, but he had me covered in the trees today. So hats off to Thad, and you know it was pretty gnarly out there. This is definitely different than what we're used to, and I'm glad Thad was here to give me a little extra push.
Yeah, for sure. It's all good out there. We're off to a decent start. I knew that first round would be a start, but we're like top 5, so that's good. It's a good way to it's like, we were good around these guys quick. And single track, I think claimed like 3 of them. And we were able to make that really good ride. And we pushed each other, creeped around Taylor, and got right around. When that got around me, I hit the next lap and kind of lost sight of the guys and just kind of struggled to find my way to get back up to them. It was a downer, but I mean, I'll take it.
Cheers. Now repeat.
Awesome sportsmanship coming from all. Yesterday, during your A race, you had some crazy stuff happen too. I mean, what is it, man? I mean, you love stories, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that one was a little scary, but I have to give it up to Dave from KTM and the whole KTM squad for helping me get the bike back together and ready to race today. And with what went on, I'm surprised we were able to salvage as much as we could and still go have some fun today.
Adding that kind of drama to it really makes it difficult. But I tell you what, man, you made a heck of a day of it today.
Yeah, definitely. Today was a lot gnarlier than the other 2-hour race, but those two guys were riding really well, and I had nothing for them at the end. I was put in survival mode for that last about lap and a half, and I was like, man, this is the longest lap and a half I've ever done. But it was fun, and excited to get ready for endurocross now, and mainly just did this for fun because that was my goal to come out here and do that, and we did it.
Right, the bike sounded amazing out there.
Yeah, thank you. Got a good start, and huge thank you to Keith right here taking care of this thing. He was filthy yesterday and got it ready to race, so that's why we sounded so good.
That's right, man. So out in the trees, you comfortable out there? Where are you from?
Definitely not comfortable out there. I'm from Southern California, so we don't have any trees to ride around besides some cactuses, but no, it was tricky. It was really tough. It was probably one of the most testing rounds, just technically, and I'm happy with how today went, just because I struggled so hard and I knew what it was, how hard I had to kind of focus and push. So overall, good day.
So I was glancing over. It was kind of the same color as the frame, and I thought you had some kind of oddball frame location right here.
It's a custom job.
Now you figured out why the bike wouldn't shift.
Yeah, no, I think I figured out my problem. I was over here where you were interviewing other kids or other, guys, and I didn't see it at first, and I was like, wow, I am just ecstatic to just finish the race, especially with the win. I can't even be more happy to just be done with this, because just coming into this last race, I knew I had a lot of pressure standing on that win, and I knew nobody was going to give it to me, so I didn't expect that. I expect everybody to battle hard, and it was definitely that kind of a day.
Keep pushing it. I love it, man. Do it for the reward. I like that. That's great, because it's at the end is where it is. If you quit, you don't ever see it.
No, sir.
Right on. So out there in the woods, man, I know had to be a ton of fun on this 125.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. This is 250, by the way.
250, terribly sorry. I didn't look at the silver.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. It was really slick out there. A lot wider track than I'm used to. I'm used to that single track type stuff, but it was lots of fun.
Over here, 7 Diaz. So that's a 7 and a 10 in my book, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sure you probably never heard of that before. Right on, man. So where do you come from?
California.
California. Did you have yourself a good time up here in the woods?
Yeah, it was a blast.
Right on, man. How many times did you go down out there?
6 times.
6 times, dude. To dump it and then get back up, dump it, get back up. It gets frustrating, not to mention it wears you out big time. Just picking the bike back up and get moving again, right?
Yeah.
Spot Mateo Alovera on the gas. Man, you laid down the gas today, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and ready to get back to Cali and get ready for the next WORCS race in Glen Helen.
Glen Helen, completely different area than it is right here. So how did you gear up coming up into here?
Honestly, I just did the same thing I was doing all year, just riding sand tracks with my brother, and I grew up racing in the trees, so I knew I would remember how to ride in them, and it was fun.
Who helps you out, Mateo?
650 Racing, NorCal Motorsports, Maxxis Tires, Gas, Racer Decal, FXR Racing, Steel Solutions, Motion Pro, and everyone else. Thank you.
Mateo Alovera, right there on the #1 spot. Give it up for him. That is your Pro 2 lights. One, two, and three. There it is. Ha ha ha!